What's going on, everybody? PlotArmorGames in the house, and today we are going to be reacting to some of the best moments and maybe some of the worst moments, depending on who you are and what your opinion was, at the Game Awards. So obviously, I cannot react to the whole thing, but my chat has been sending me some clips and whatnot that they wish to see me react to. So that includes some new games that were announced, some trailers, and some awards that were handed out. So it would be nice to look at this together. So. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure while I was talking that my stream was live, and it is. So I should be able to get going now. So the first thing that I literally just opened them all in order, so I have no specific order of doing this, but Untitled Project by Fumito Ueda of Gen Design World Premiere Trailer from the Game Awards. So this is an untitled project. So let's see what this is even about, and hopefully this is a new game, and I'm excited. Let's find out.
Game science. At the Game Awards, our aspiration is to create moments that define our medium and remind us all why we became fans in the first place. 5 years ago, I had the pleasure of having lunch with one of our industry's most treasured game makers. And just recently, he finally shared an ambitious vision for his next project. Tonight, as a very special gift for our 10th anniversary, I am beyond honored to reveal this stunning new project for the first time anywhere, with an early look at real gameplay footage of this studio's highly anticipated upcoming title. Let's take a look at this announcement trailer that I'm sure will capture your imagination.
All right, so I'm actually really excited to see what this is. This could literally be anything right now. Again, I did not watch the Game Awards at all, so let's find out what this actually is. New Batman game, new Batman game, new Batman game, please. Although I think they would have announced it as a new Batman game and not Untitled. This was the new, the new Last Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian. Okay, perfect. Actually, my chat had told me that this was a thing, but they didn't tell me that it wasn't named yet. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of research because I'm not 100% familiar with this franchise. Obviously, I did play a little bit of the old PS2 game where I've had some experience with it. So I do want to do a little bit of research on this franchise because I kind of want to find out, what exactly I'm hoping to get myself into. Shadow of the Colossus franchise. So let's see here. Just so I have some background knowledge on this, so I know what I'm getting excited for, right? So this is obviously the 2018 remake. But the original version, Shadow of the Colossus, is an action-adventure game developed and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation 2. It's a fantasy setting and follows Wander, a young man who enters isolated and abandoned region of the realm, seeking power to revive a girl named Mono, and the player assumes the role of Wander as he embarks on a mission. Interesting. You know what? I'm actually... Yo, what's up, Mr. Riley? You're not late to the party at all, actually. I just started reacting to the first thing that my chat sent me. So I'm just trying to figure out a little bit of the history behind this franchise because I need to know what I'm getting excited for. Shadow of the Colossus seems like a fun game. I have seen trailers, especially when they remade the original Shadow of the Colossus in 2018. So I have some experience with that trailer, but I don't know what's up with this one.
55 seconds. 50 seconds. 45 seconds. 30 seconds. 35 seconds.
Okay, so I think it's safe to assume, like in the trailer or like in the little blurb that we read on Wikipedia, this is probably a imaginary world, like obviously not a real world setting. So this will be interesting because anything could be happening right now.
Shot laser in 30 seconds. 25 seconds.
Oh, damn. It looks like everything's about to blow up. And I like the way the purple is used here, and you can see the way it's slowly starting to coming towards you. So I like how they contrasted the destruction with the kind of cool purple light. And yeah, this shit's about to go south. You can clearly tell.
20 seconds.
Bro is in an Autobot. He's in an Autobot. That's pretty dope. This was my WTFest game of the show. Interesting. Okay, so this is a game that I don't know too much about this franchise, I'll be honest. So I'm kind of, I share your opinion to some degree, but I feel like this could be cool. This could be cool. Alright, so it looks like the shockwave has gotten to the robot. Yep, that's it. The robot is done for. And so is the person, apparently. Interesting. Okay, so I think this is more of like an announcement trailer, so we don't have too much going on. So I don't really know off the top of my head if this is a continuation of the other two games that we heard about here. It was like right here somewhere. Epic Games. Where was it? It should be around here somewhere where they were talking about from the creators. Let me see if I can find it. Should be like right here. From the creator of Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian. So I'm curious if this is a brand new project or if this is something that is a continuation of the other two. I don't even know if Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian are continuations of each other. But I know these games are actually fairly well received. So if they can do anything half as good as that, then that should be good to go, right? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it on stream. Nico, Trico, and Frico, let's go. There we go. Okay, so people are really, really excited for this. So I may not know much about this, but Shadow of the Robotus. Oh, yeah, people are excited. People are definitely excited. Interesting. Okay, so this is a game I'm going to keep an eye out on because I don't know too much about this game, I'll be honest, or this franchise. So I'm a guy who likes to play a lot of older games, but I'm surprised that Shadow of the Colossus is not something... I'm pretty sure I own this game for PS2, actually, because I collect random games, and I just never play them sometimes. So this could be something that piques my interest, and maybe I want to check out. The next game that people wanted me to take a look at was Mafia: The Old Country. Now, this I'm personally excited about. I don't think they were related, Aiko and CO. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Alana, what's up? How's everything going? So far, so good. Actually, I'm sure you know the Game Awards happened the other day, so I just wanted to react to some of the more key, or at least what my chat has told me that they want me to check out, especially because they know I love Mafia. You guys have seen me play Mafia. I haven't finished it all the way, at least on stream. I've played it and beaten it once all the way through myself. But I have not played the second one, and I have not played the third one to completion. So this makes me want to play because a new Mafia game could mean, really, really fun time. And obviously the older Mafia games, I think they were remakes. The new ones were remakes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at right here. So if I go to the Mafia series, just so I have some idea on it. Mafia franchise. Okay, so apparently there's 4 installments. Developed by 2K. Okay, that kind of has me scared, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like they're a little bit more money hungry in terms of the NBA games. Mafia 4 was my highlight of the show, assuming it's good as the 1 remake. Mafia 1 remake was amazing, man. Mafia 1 remake was amazing. Only problem with it was kind of glitchy, I'm not going to lie. However, that doesn't mean the new one is going to be glitchy, right? So if they do this good, then I'll be completely happy. But then again, going back to my 2K point is I feel like with their like NBA 2K, that's usually the most experience I have with them. They're kind of money hungry, so I really hope they don't do that in this game. Obviously, these are like gangster-inspired games. I was really a fan of how the first game, at least, it felt like a movie. The cutscenes, the way the missions were, they had the camera focus, and just how the missions were organized. It felt a lot like a movie. So I'm very, very excited to get my hands on the new Mafia game. This is 100% something I would play on release. So I don't know if we have an exact release date yet, but yeah. So the definitive edition came out in 2020. That's crazy. That's a long ass time ago. First release was in 2002. Now I do have the second game, I think, for PS2, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to play that. I want to play the remake, if I'm being honest. So that's probably what's going to happen. So, okay, so this is set to release in 2025, according to this Wikipedia entry. Okay, so I will get it on my Steam account, which is excellent. Yeah, I think they're going to do a good job just based on this. But I do have some concerns, and I guess we'll find out about that a little bit as time goes on, right? But let's just see. I don't know if I should. Jesus, I didn't realize it was 4 years. Yeah, dude, it feels like a million years ago. Sorry, I wasn't notified. Did you miss anything? I just reacted to your favorite game, man. I just reacted to this one that you were really, really, really hyped about, and now we're on the second one, which is Mafia. So basically, I want to see how they do this, because they could handle this very, very well, which I hope they do, or they could handle this very, very poorly, which I feel like it's always one or the other. It's never just a mad game.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood.
Wait a minute. Does that look like Morello to you guys? Or am I tripping? Does that look like Don Morello? Maybe like a younger Don Morello? No. I don't think that's Don Morello.
Bound
I'm tripping.
by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not Don Morello.
It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Okay, so far from what I'm seeing, graphically it looks really nice. It seems like there's going to have some initiations. So it's called Mafia: The Old Country, so I'm assuming that we're going to have some sort of origin story when it comes to the Mafia. I'll do some research on this right after we watch the trailer all the way, but so far it looks really nice. So I'm definitely interested in picking this game up. If it's the same type of cinematics, like you saw the way that person was assassinated in the theater, I thought that was pretty cool. You know, it reminds me a little bit of the Assassin's Creed franchise. So I wonder if we have some, sneaking missions put in there, because clearly that person was killed and everyone else wasn't tripping about it. I think it's about Don Salieri when he first started out. It's set in 1900 Sicily. Interesting. Now I want to know, because it's the old country, I wonder if it follows Don Salieri's entire life, or if it decides to just kind of focus on that Sicily setting. Either way, I think that's pretty dope.
I do.
Oh, hell yes, it's an origin story. Yes! Yes, I'm excited. Look at that. The countryside looks really, really pretty. The countryside looks really, really pretty. And if you look at just the lighting and the way the people's wrinkles on their faces and stuff are, really detailed so far.
Repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty.
Oh, hell yes, knife fights. Hell yes.
My flesh has to burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
That is nice. That is freaking nice. You know what? This is probably the game I'm most hyped about, I think. Let me see here. Not Discord. I want to open Steam. And if I go to Mafia, add this to my wish list. There we go. All right. So at least we'll be informed on what's going on, right? And then I want to take a look at some information, because I guarantee you, because there has been trailers on this already, So Mafia: The Old Country information. So let's see what we know about it 100% as of right now. Okay, so it's already on 2K Games website. So it's coming summer 2025, so this is going to be a fun summer, that's for sure. Uncover the origins of organized crime in Mafia: The Old Country, a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld Sicily. Fight to survive as Enzo Favara in this... Okay, so it's actually a different person altogether, okay? And this immersive third-person action adventure. All right. Uncover a merciless world of organized crime, the rough-hewn beauty of Sicily's rugged countryside. I'm not going to lie. The countryside look really pretty. So I'm really happy to see like how that pretty countryside is going to, juxtapose with this violence that's going to happen. Oh, right here. It's a stark contrast to the grime of urban alleyways. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. But the treachery and violence of this gangland run just as deep. So now I know these people... I don't want to say these people. That sounds weird, but the mobsters usually they are at least Italian and Sicilian mobsters. They talk a lot about family and whatnot, right? So I wonder how that works in Sicily and Italy because a lot of times they are the same race. So I'm curious how that works. Are they going to stick to purely family in this type of situation, or is it like once you're initiated, your family? You know what I mean? So that's something I'll have to see. Classic mob movie. This is what I was hoping for. The mob movie aesthetic that we got from the first one, that was amazing, and I really wanted to see that again. So you're the antihero of this thrilling 1900 story, living out every tense moment of Enzo's descent into Sicily's, I don't even know what this says, criminal underworld, soak in sun-drenched Mediterranean picture-perfect visuals. That's nice. By Unreal Engine 5 and immerse yourself in every period, authentic detail of this classic crime drama. These people, what do you mean? That's why I caught myself right there. I was like, I don't want to say it like that because that sounds really weird. I don't mean it that way, guys. I don't mean it that way. But fight to survive, engage in a life or death combat, be it up close with a blade from afar with a variety of firearms. Okay, so one thing I'm really hoping about this is I want to see like a more variety of firearms. I feel like in the first one, there was a little bit of variety, but there wasn't as much as there could have been, So I definitely want to play around with different variety of weapons, different variety of like, physical objects in terms of like what I can hit people with, blunt objects, knives, swords, that type of stuff. And I also want to see different types of guns. And then I also want to see like what I really hated about the new game was the driving. I swear to God, the driving I hated that shit. I skipped it every time. Obviously, I would like that option to skip and go straight to the mission, but I also would like to see just better driving in general. I just feel like compared to like the GTA franchise where I actually enjoy driving to the locations, the Mafia games weren't that great in my opinion, and just in terms of the driving. So I could definitely see that being improved, And then I also want to see like cameos from the older characters that may exist in this setting, That would be dope to see, which I think they'll deliver on that last one 100%, but the other two we'll have to find out to see. To prove himself worthy to the Torrisi family, Enzo will have to master all the tools of the trade, including period authentic handguns, rifles, shotguns, to overcome any odds and doggedly eliminate the Don's enemies. Yeah, that's a big thing. Just because I want like variety doesn't mean you should bring in like guns that don't exist in the time period. So yeah, I think that's smart. Reach your next target to make a hurried getaway. You'll need to gallop on horseback across cobbled streets and open fields, or speed down dirt roads in authentic turn-of-the-century automobiles. Nice. That's nice. And then they're plugging their own 2K benefits. Let's be honest, I'm not doing that shit. But so far, I'm pretty excited about this game. I'm very excited to see, because Sicily is not America. Obviously, they have different laws and whatnot. And obviously, murder is probably illegal there too. But I'm curious to see like the intertwining of like, let's say this Don has, he has, what I want to say, the politicians and whatnot in his pockets, and how that works in that country. You know what I mean? Because it's a completely different country, different people. Maybe in terms of like, I would say like modern day America. I can't speak for like 1940s America, but in modern day America, it feels a lot more like this stuff is on the down low. You know what I mean? If this type of things exist, like I don't openly know that the Don has bought out the mayor of the town. You know what I mean? That we don't know about that stuff. But is it possible that in this setting and in this country that everyone knows it, and everyone knows to be scared of them? Or are they going to be more on the down low about it? We'll have to find out. So definitely very, very excited for this game. I am 100% picking this up when we get the chance. And we are going to stream it, so stick around. All right. So next we have Elden Ring Night Rain World Premiere Trailer from the Game Awards 2024. All right. And I should probably, before I finish up, I just want to see what everyone's saying. Man, what the reaction would be if the main character's name was Luigi. I'm hoping for an Italian voice option. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice that. Does he have like an English accent or something? I didn't even notice his voice. Let me see.
We follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one.
After this, you're playing anything. Man, I'm just excited about so many games. I want to play so many games at the same time. But I will play. I will one by one. I will get to everything. I promise. It's good to see how Mafia games evolve in the time. This is also true. No buggy, intrusive demo plus screenshot mode equals will buy. I know it's not a cowboy game, but we better have the Winchesters and guns from that era, spaghetti western style. That'd be sick. That would be cool if they can import them. I don't know if they get made in that era, but Mafia out in the summer means GTA 6 won't come out until winter of 2026. Probably, because Mafia, if I'm being honest, people are probably going to be way more hyped about over GTA 6 than they are about Mafia. So it would make the most sense for Mafia to release, not around the same time. So, yep, that probably is correct. Is this going to have Italian, Sicilian dubs? I understood the rest of the games being English, but in this context, I prefer to have that option. Not sure. Hopefully we see that and we'll get a solution to that. But it seems like fans are relatively excited, so I'm glad to see this game. And yes, I will play anything. I will play almost anything. All right, let me see what's up with this Elden Ring. Hold up. Did he say... Right now, I am proud to present a brand new standalone game. Please watch. I hope that's correct, and this is a brand new Elden Ring Night Rain world premiere trailer. Okay, let's see what this is. Now, we know what's up with Elden Ring. Amazing game. That being said, it dropped last year, so it didn't really make sense for me to... vote the DLC as Game of the Year, if that makes sense. But it's a good game. Listen to what Jeff has to say. This cuts it off, though. I hope he talks later on. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything he has to say. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Things are going south. Okay, I can almost guarantee that this is going to be amazing. That's not even a question I have in my mind, So, because they put out good work. I played Elden Ring. I didn't play it as much as my brother did. My brother spammed that game. And one of my friends, you guys might know him from the Discord, is Fallen. I was asking him about the new Marvel game. This man grinded that shit. I think he got every achievement possible on that game. So he's a real fan, you know what I mean? And these guys are super hyped for this game. I played Elden Ring. However, I know for a fact I die so much in these games, and they're usually really long to play. So I didn't stream it because I was like, "There's no way I'm finishing this on stream. I'm gonna end up streaming something else." So that ended up happening. Yeah. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with the original game. So let's see what happens.
Seekers of redemption, you were chosen. Thrown together by forces beyond their control.
Oh, he got stabbed in the dick. The guy got stabbed in the dick. Hold up. I need to see that one more. Look at that. Imagine this. How do you not have extra armor-plated cups or some shit? I would hate my life after this, assuming I survive.
Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help.
I'm not gonna lie, I know I have skill issues in literally the most babyest of baby games, but I found the challenge in a lot of these boss fights and just the gameplay in general, I found it to be actually very enjoyable. So, bro got divorced after that. Just divorced after that. Should probably even come see him in the hospital after that shit. We got emasculated.
blot away any and all who dare approach.
That guy looked dope. That guy looked dope. I don't know why he gives me Alakazam vibes. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second, sorry, let me open this so I can read your message. I did see that you don't make a character. It's like a roguelike style, but BN like to make their multiplayer complicated. This is also true. This is also true. I would like to see how this turns out. Because if that's the case, and you don't necessarily make a character, I would like to see where this ends up. With that being said, this kind of gives me vibes of, let me see, Mega Alakazam. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But I don't know if you guys can kind of see it, but I can kind of see that. So this has to be some like psychic monster. A Cerberus! Yes! That's dope too. Okay, the last time I had to fight a Cerberus was in God of War, and I enjoyed that. I freaking enjoyed that. So this... Oh, now there's 3 of them. So I wonder if once you beat them once, they turn into 3 different dogs, or they combine into 1. Because a lot could happen.
Band together and prepare to claim.
I see E.T. I can see that too. You stab him and he goes, ouch.
The life of the Night Lord.
Elden Ring, Night Ring. Okay, so now that I've kind of seen the trailer, I want to get some more information because I'm not the most well-versed on Elden Ring knowledge and whatnot. So let's find this out. Elden Ring, Night Rain. There we go. New details. Okay, here we go. I don't know why Forbes has information here, but let's just see. Phone home. Oh, there he is. There he is again. All right, one of the biggest shocks in the Game Awards was Elden Ring's 23 shadow of Elden Ring's release. That'll be 2025 release of something called Night Rain, a standalone new game. Okay, so this is a brand new game. Interesting. But they're going to use the Elden Ring name. All right. It's set in the world of Elden Ring, but it's a co-op survival game, unlike the previous 2 pieces of content. Okay, so this goes back to what you were saying earlier, Mr. Riley. This was not really explained at all in the show itself, past that base concept. Yeah, we have no knowledge. Just if I just looked at that, we wouldn't really know, right? But FromSoft has now elaborated on the game actually is. So it's meant to be played in squads of 3, but you can also play solo. There's also a 3-day day and night cycle where you're meant to survive. Okay, so it's kind of like survival, all right? The maps change as you play, and the night cycle shrinks the map. You will never experience the same journey twice. That is amazing. If that's true, and I will hold them to that, but if that's correct, then that's amazing. You will fight a terrifying boss at the end of the day. After the final day, you fight one section of the Night Lord's big bosses, okay? And the game is set in a universe parallel to the events of Elden Ring. Okay, so it's not the same universe, so they can kind of mess around with it as much as they want, and it does not affect the main universe. So that's kind of a good thing, because I think that gives them, not that they didn't have room to experiment to begin with, but that gives them a little bit more room to kind of mess around with stuff, without ruining the main universe, There are 8 unique characters that have unique abilities. To be honest, I think it's a game that only true diehard Elden Rings fans are going to pick up. Probably. Because this is a little bit different than, the regular Dark Souls, Elden Ring type shit. And I don't mean shit as in like it's bad. I just mean like stuff. You know what I mean? Interesting. So you have 8 characters to choose from. They all have abilities and a powerful ultimate. So Elden Ring hero shooter? Not really. Okay, interesting. If you fail, you still get relics. The harder enemies you beat and the harder parts of the map you will explore will powerful weapons and runes every journey. Okay, so if this was maybe like a DLC or something, and it wasn't like the gameplay wasn't different to the point where I had to choose a character out of a list, maybe I think I'd be a little bit more interested. But I can see your point right there to where you think only true diehard Elden Rings fans are going to pick up, because I'm a filthy casual, you know what I mean? But this is something that might be worth trying. I just don't know how much it's going to cost. Because if it's a full game, I might not be interested. But if it's cheaper, then it might be worth picking up, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I can find some details on the price. Night Rain. Okay, let's just find out the release date. 2025. Okay, so we don't have an exact thing. Oh, right there, price. Please don't be $70. Please don't be... Okay, it's on Steam. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a bad game, but it likely won't have the longevity and probably make newcomers move to Elden Ring itself. I think that's what they're probably going to go for, because I feel like this type of game is a little bit more like... I feel like it's more appealing to wider audiences, but at the same time, if you don't really know Elden Ring like that, or you're not like a diehard, do you want to play it? I guess that's something we'll have to find out, right? So 3-player co-ops, unique champions, etc., etc. How much does this cost? Oh, that's right. It's not even... I could add it to my wait list, but I can't find out how much it costs as of right now. So, although it does seem interesting. It is intriguing, but not like Mafia intriguing to where I was like immediately adding it to my wish list, you know? This is something we'll have to see. All right, next we got ourselves Witcher 4: The Wild Hunt. This will be an interesting one because I know for a fact people are going to be excited. And, oh, I should probably look at the comments because I feel like it gives me a little bit more information. The Japanese are actually quite good with MP pricing. I doubt it'll be a full price. I hope so. Yes, and you're right. I think most of the time Japanese are, how do you want to say? They're probably $70. We'll see. We'll have to see because it doesn't feel like from the announcement. Obviously, we haven't seen gameplay yet, but from the announcement alone, it seems like it might not be like I might not have 100% the same substance of a $70 game. You know, because their $70 games are freaking huge. So. I don't know how they could justify it, but it's possible. Maybe I'm wrong. It's going to make a world where Elden Ring lasts forever. Nameless King. How and why is he here? They saw seamless co-op and were like, all right, we need a sequel. Elden Ring spinoff. Nice. So people are definitely excited for this, you know? Elden Ring going to get a game for every year now. I could see franchises milking this. Now it makes sense why the DLC took like 2 years to come out. They were working on both at the same time. Yeah, so... It looks like people are ready, you know? Misaki can't go cooking. I'm oiled up and ready, my glorious king. No, for real, I ain't gay, but I do a lot for Misaki. We all would. All right, I think this thread sums it up pretty well, is that people are excited, you know? So people are going to buy it. It's definitely going to sell. If that's how people are reacting, people are going to buy it. But, all right, let's take a look at Witcher 4. And I don't know much about with the Witcher franchise, I'll be honest. I've been meaning to pick up Witcher 3 for a long time. Never got a chance. I remember it was like $10 at GameStop, and I was like, it'll get cheaper one day. Let me just wait till it gets cheaper. And then I forgot about it because I've been playing so many other games. But Witcher 4 might be worth picking up. Let's find out. Oops.
Is an absolute honor to share with you.
People down bad. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's how, like, if I don't know if you follow the NBA, but people are like that with LeBron James. They call him my glorious king. And, like, I think he has his own tequila or something. And there's another basketball player named Draymond Green. He said, starting the day off with the king in me. That's literally what he said. No, let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Now I have to show you. Draymond Green. LeBron Hennessy. That's the first thing that pops up. That's the first thing that pops up. There it is. Ending my day with the king inside me. That people do this shit. You know, if they really like someone or something, that's insane, bro. That's actually insane that you would do that. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Comes from a Game of the Year winning studio whose immersive storytelling has thrilled players with every twist and turn. So without further ado, here's a look at the unexpected.
All right, I'm excited. Let's see. Because I know the Witcher show is pretty popular. Okay, just like that, I'm excited for different reasons now.
I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably
Let me see.
with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Even heart of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty.
Okay, so graphically, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. Graphically, it looks really, really nice.
Darling, Sweden. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
All right, so does this mean that girl is the main character? Or are we going to use the same character from 3? Because I know what the character looks like from Witcher 3. Let me show you guys. I'm very familiar with Witcher 3. I think, yeah, this guy. So this is the guy I'm thinking of. This is who I think of when I think Witcher, because I'm a filthy casual. So I don't know how it's going to end up, but if this is the same character as the one in the new one, let's find out. Shows undressed woman. This game looks amazing. Well, I just thought the crown they put on her head made of flowers, whatever, vines. It was pretty detailed. Like, just you can look at the people that are like right over here. You can look at the setting and whatnot. It looks really nice.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall.
Okay, my internet has been cutting out again. It's starting again. If I disappear, I'll catch the next one. Okay, man, no worries, no worries.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
Like, even look at this guy's beard, bro. Like, his bald spot is on fleek. Look at the depth and the pattern part. Oh my god, look at this guy's nose. It's very obvious they live in like a colder place just with the way his nose is. It's not something that I feel like we get a lot from what we used to get in the past, right? Because of how red the noses and the faces and whatnot.
Witcher, whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods.
No! You chose her.
Okay, so what's happening with this girl? So is she a witcher? Okay, so what is a witcher? Let me find that out first and foremost. What is a witcher? Here we go. Witcher is, okay, the series revolves around, and witchers are monster hunters given superhuman abilities for the purpose of killing dangerous creatures. Okay, interesting. So it looks like, assuming that they made this girl the Witcher here, that means that they just basically sent her out to fight a bunch of creatures. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be shitting my pants if I was in this situation. All right, but it looks like, because we haven't seen the guy from the other one, so it has to be that we're going to be following this girl, or at least this girl is going to be part of the main cast. So either way, this could be an interesting story, because clearly, whatever this girl is doing, she doesn't seem like she 100% knows what she's doing. Her family, if that was her dad, they seem like they're kind of scared for her and they're wishing her luck, you know? So whatever's going on here definitely seems like we could... this is a story that I guess that would definitely pique my interest, if you catch my drift.
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself!
Sounds like Witcher has a monster I need to defeat. I'll be right back. Oh my god, The Witcher probably has a lot of monsters. Like, seriously. But I really want to play Witcher 3. Eventually. I don't know if I'll play it on my own time or end up streaming it, but the white-haired woman is going to be the Witcher, I'm sure. Yeah, because she has the same white hair as the other dude, so she will probably end up being the Witcher. You're probably right about that. But I'm curious how, the story-wise, how these two are intertwined. Because there has to be something about, you know, or at least a couple missions about, you know, helping her, saving her, doing what the hell ever.
Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
Or, oh, maybe they were going to make her some sort of human sacrifice. Maybe that was it. She's Kiri from 3. She had a radical redesign. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can find what she used to look like. So this is Kiri from, okay, Witcher 3 CIRI. Okay, versus Witcher 4. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, that's an actual human being. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. So there's definitely is some difference. God damn it, why do I need to log in to see a picture? Yeah, so there definitely is some difference here. Like, she has a sharper jawline here. The mark is a little bit off, I think. Her eye, maybe it's just the lighting, but it seems like her eye is not necessarily the same color. I could be wrong, because it just seems like the lighting here. But she does have that same silver hair. And, yeah, her nose shape seems a little bit different. Well, not radical change, but more of a tougher girl boss change. I can see that. I could definitely see that just from her design. Like, I feel like it focused a little bit less on making her like traditionally attractive and more on maybe presenting her as someone a little bit tougher. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. All right, now let's find out. 10 years is crazy, man. It's insane. We're getting old. Well, she might be done for, guys. Never mind. I didn't even finish my sentence. She's already not done for. Is that a big ass spider? No, that's not a spider. That seems like some sort of monster, actually. This thing's nose is insane. I've seen people with this nose. Yeah, but so far this looks very intriguing. Like I told you guys before, I have not played the Witcher series, or maybe I've played it casually. Like maybe I picked it up at a friend's house or something, but I have not. Now, what kind of LSD did she just take? For real, bro. I have no idea what kind of LSD she just took. For all you know, that could be just a regular person. But yeah. With that being said, I have never ever. Like actually sat down and played through in a Witcher franchise, so I don't know the story behind this. But based on this trailer, it seems really fun. Like this is something I would actually go out of my way to pick up and kind of play. So, and this type of monster would be interesting to kind of figure out lore of, because it doesn't seem like more of a comedic, lighthearted game. Obviously, based on this, definitely does seem like a more serious monster killer type game based on what we've seen, what we googled, what The Witcher actually was, and then on this. So, I'm intrigued. As a Witcher veteran, she took Cat. Oh. Okay, let's find out. The Witcher Cat. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was LSD. So is it this cat school gear stuff? Is this what I'm looking at? I don't know if this is the correct stuff, but... And shout out to this person, Camzilla's mom. Cat is the potion to help see in the dark. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so that helps me a little bit. The Witcher cat potion. There we go. So now we have some knowledge here. So this is what she took, right? So Cat is said to have been the first potion created specifically for witchers. The concoction allows witchers to pursue monsters into their lairs, including dark caves, ruins, and crypts, because it augments vision to pick up additional wavelengths of light to prevent blinding. They automatically narrow. This is possibly the potion more commonly used by witchers. Okay, so this is likely what she used, right? I could almost guarantee that you're correct, but I'm not a professional. I don't know anything about the series, so I'm just gonna say likely what she used. But yeah, okay, so that gives me a little bit of information into this series about like what goes on. And then after I watched the trailer, I also kind of want to just Wikipedia what the series is actually about because I'm intrigued. I want to know.
You can't change anything!
Whoop his ass, whoop his ass, whoop his ass. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So I know this is a cinematic trailer, and it's possible that the combat 100% isn't like this real time and this smooth. However, I do like the violence. I'm not gonna lie. So there's certain games that I feel like the violence is cool in, and there's certain games that I feel like it doesn't work in. So this type of game, I feel like it works. It works really well, and I'm excited. Let's see. I strongly suggest playing Witcher 3. It's 1 is too dated, but a remake is coming. 2 isn't bad, but again, dated. Okay, I am always willing to try out new games. Always, man, always. And I just want to see something real quick. So if I go to... How long is Witcher 3? Let's see. About 53 hours to complete the main story. Yeah, so I likely won't be streaming 100% of this game because 53 hours is insane. However, I will play it on my own time. And I'll tell you all about it. I guarantee you this is going to be fun because I know a lot of people say a lot of good things about this game. And I myself have eyed it for a little bit, but never got to pick it up, unfortunately. So now I have a reason. Now I'm like going out of my way to wanting to play it. Yeah, but I'll take your advice. If 1 and 2 are kind of dated, then I'll wait for the remake on 1. Well, he's dead. And if there was any question now, he's dead now. Well, respect. Save the little girl. Don't tell me they killed the girl. Do not tell me they killed the girl after that.
The chosen one. His tradition.
Why? What reason did you have to do this? 53 is just a main game. Each DLC is 10 to 15 hours long too. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of those things that I could just like sit and play. You know what I mean? So sometimes what I do is I watch One Piece. So I have my PC. It has 2 screens. One screen will have One Piece playing, and the other screen will have whatever video game I'm going on. That seems like one of those games that I could do that with. Unless, of course, the story is very detailed, in which case I would like to just focus on the game. So you have to tell me about that. So based on your recommendation, that's how I'll handle it. Why? Bro. See, now I wonder what impact it will have on The Witcher. I'm assuming this lady is The Witcher. Because she told her to go back. She told her to go back, and as a result, the girl lady, her, I don't know who she is, but she got stabbed, right? So, yeah.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
Oh, she got killed them. Oh, if she slaughters them one by one, that would be interesting. So I wonder if that's the story of the new game that's going to come out, or if this is kind of just like a trailer about, you know, one facet of something that's going to happen, you know? So I do want to look in a little bit into the Witcher franchise in general, so I know what's up. What is the Witcher about? Game. Let's just say game. Okay, The Witcher video game. So it's based on I thought I saw it earlier. It's an action role-playing game developed by CD Projekt Red for Windows. It was based on the fantasy novel series. Okay, so this is based on a series. The game story takes place after the main saga. Interesting. Story of 3 is a big build-up to the battle with an army. Oh, I love those type of games. It's called The Wild Hunt, who are looking for oh, okay. The journey is searching for her and meeting old faces to help you in the battle. Interesting. I saw her eyes after she had the effects of the LSD, I guess. Well, you're not wrong. It did look like LSD. But I guess the way the cat potion works is that's how it is. But okay, so it released in 2007. All right, so let's see. I don't know the gameplay. I need the plot. So, awakens in the school's mountains after... Or actually, should I really read this? Because I feel like I should be introduced to the plot in a more... Okay, let's just read the settings. The player assumes... Okay, wandering genetically enhanced monster hunter for hire. Okay, that tells me. So the game takes place about 5 years after the events of Lady of the Lake. Is accompanied by his longtime allies and fellow Witchers. Okay, so is it like a party type game? You know, like where you're fighting and you have a party of fighters with you. In addition, characters in the game originally from the books. The game does also have a catch-up prologue to learn what's happened to. Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, because I don't want to go into this being completely lost. You know. Characters, it's original to the game. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm not going to read the plot because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but I'm intrigued about this game. So I'm curious how much it costs on Steam. Let's see. The Witcher. Oh, it's only $8. This is it's only $8. Whatever. This is good enough. Sure, that's my birthday. But okay. It's on sale too. It's $8.99. I'm adding this to my cart. Continue shopping. I'll buy it later, but I will add it to my cart. It seems like a fun game. All right, and next we got Borderlands 4. Let's find out. God damn it, I forget to keep looking here. There we go. Please be launched when it's actually ready. I could not bear 2 years of patches to play a polished version. Yeah. If they do that, then that's a fucking mistake. They should not be doing that shit. If you release a game, it should be in good condition. And clearly, if we got so many likes, that means the other ones are going to had that in the past. Probably the third one. This trailer reminds me of the 2's trailers. So this proves the point that the canon ending of Witcher 3 for series is she becoming The Witcher, right? When I heard, I cried like a little girl. The Witcher 4 is the first announcement is crazy. Okay, so this was the first announcement, technically, based on what they're saying, canonically. Interesting. Okay. All right, so Borderlands 4, let's go. That's a good deal. Anyways, I'm off because sleep is needed. No problem, man. You have a good night. All right, so this is Borderlands 4. I think I have 2. I'm pretty sure I have 2 and maybe 3. This reminds me a little bit of Mad Max. That may not be the inspiration here, but it does remind me a little bit of Mad Max. Now, I do have... I'm pretty sure it's 2 and 3. However, I just collect games to collect games and play them in the future. This is not a franchise I have too much experience with either. I'm a filthy casual. So, let's find out. Let's find out what this is about. Okay, so this kind of looks like a race of aliens. I could be mistaken, but definitely looks like a race of, or either that or they're wearing some high-tech advanced armor, but I could definitely see them squaring up. I wonder if those masks have to give them power, the masks that they were wearing earlier. Either that or it turns them evil or something like that. Videos are provided by yours truly, 100%. Shout out to MacFam for the videos. Okay, so we have 2 factions that are clearly at war, and I really want to know what the story is behind this, and I hope they tell us. Or either that or they're going to wait to provide more details. Bros just casually breakdance. How do you go from a war to a guy breakdancing? Okay, so this art style I think is interesting. Okay, I'm going to mute it here because I'm pretty sure the song will get me copyright striked, so I'm just going to mute it for the duration of the song. With that being said, I think the art style is interesting. Kind of a mix of like cartoonish and realistic at the same time. It's an interesting mix. Like you could see like some realism like on her face, the way her nose is and her eyebrows are. There's also like a hint of cartoonish, like the way the art style is done, the shading. Interesting. So this is clearly a shooting game. All right, so it seems we're seeing lots of different types of creatures and their abilities, and I feel like rather than the regular shooting people, if it's possible to play as these things, I feel like it would be more interesting to play as them because it seems like they have different abilities and attacks. Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. This type of shooting type game usually is not my forte. However, that doesn't mean it can't be fun. You know what I mean? A bit of shame. The hunters are just four average people. Hopefully, their abilities set them more apart. Interesting. Okay, we ain't forgetting about the movie. Yeah, I heard the movie was terrible. Forgot to mention Aaron Paul is gonna be in a game. Is he? Hold up. Hold up. Let's do some research. Let's do some research. Firstly, let me see. Oh, it's already up. There we go. Aaron Paul stars in a superhero workplace comedy game. Okay, that could be interesting. But going back to the Borderlands movie, this shit got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. A 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. Hold up, I need to see some of these reviews. No spoilers, because this game, this is a steaming pile of garbage, cannot be spoiled by anything I could write. To be fair, set design is pretty good, managing to invoke the, okay, interesting, stylized look of the video games, which if the other ones look like this too, I thought that was an interesting look. Other than that, truly horrendous film. Fire, oh my god, this man wrote an entire freaking paragraph. Wow. Tiny Tina is Mexican. That's not entirely the problem. They're typically regarded as fanbase's favorite character, so you shouldn't mess this one up. For good reason. She's a mechanical GZ for anyone's good. Okay, so it seems like what people are pissed about is that they are race swapping certain characters. I don't know if that's why everybody's mad, but it seems like just the quality of the movie wasn't that great to begin with. So I hope this doesn't extend to the actual game itself. It would be nice just to see some, quality gameplay. Because that Vault Hunters looks super generic. That's what everyone's saying. A bit of shame that are just average people. So people are not really. Yeah, the new class designs suck. Holy shit. Super generic. Concord called they want their characters back. Hopefully the devs and VAs are fully paid for this. Kind of feels like they've done everything they can with Borderlands. So definitely based on what I'm seeing here, the fan reaction is not as, hyped for this one compared to the others that I've seen. So Borderlands, I wish you the best of luck. But I really, really hope that you take what was considered negative about the movies and you find a way to turn that into a positive, because I'm not really a fan of them race swapping characters. I don't necessarily mind, but I feel like every time they do, it comes along with them like shoving their personal politics down people's throats while they're playing games and stuff. And well, politics I think have a place in game. I just don't think they do it correctly. You know what I mean? So if they were to get it right, get the writing right, even if the cast look generic, if they play different enough, I think people would enjoy that. But again, that's something we'll have to see. And then next we got ourselves the Game of Thrones Kings Road World Premiere trailer from the Game Awards 2024. All right, let's see what's up. And this is a 2-minute trailer, so.
In the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave.
Yeah, now I'll have to see with Game of Thrones because I haven't seen any Game of Thrones, so I might have to do what you do, MacFam, with Dragon Ball Z. I might have to just start spamming the show so I can kind of get some, what's the word? So I can get some context behind it, so I know what exactly is going on. You know?
In the name of the Father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the Mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise, a knight of Renan's Rest.
Okay. So far, graphically, it looks pretty decent. I don't think it's that bad so far in terms of what we've seen. That being said, do I expect a lot of snow in this game? All the screenshots I feel like I've seen of the series have some sort of snow in it, so I probably expect it to be kind of cold.
Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Someone must gather the...
Oh, just like that, I was wrong. Okay. That's all right. I'm wrong pretty frequently. But I like the setting of the game. That it gives me that like medieval vibe that I feel like I got from the little bit I've experienced of the show. That being said, the combat looked pretty okay. I'm not going to lie. I hope there's an ability to... I don't know if you have to play as this character or you can make your own character. I don't even know if these are characters from the show or they're, unique characters to this game. But I'd like to see a little bit of variety, you know what I mean? Like maybe the ability to change or switch up weapons, maybe different combat upgrades and techniques, that type of stuff. As much variety as humanly possible, I think, would probably be the best for them, But let's see.
What are the great houses?
Attaining your father's name will be hard. Making your own will be harder. It is up to you to decide which is more worth your while.
Okay, so I like that phrasing. It is up to you to decide what is worth your while. So I hope that means that there's lots of like options and choices in this game in terms of story, in terms of actions you can do, and just in terms of things like decisions. You know what I mean? So it would be interesting to see where this goes. But I also want to be careful with this type of game because I feel like these type of games can be very easily like ruined, if that makes sense. So this is a type of game where I would be excited to pick it up, but I would wait until like official reviews and that type of stuff came out for it. So let's see.
Modesty won't get you very far in King's Landing. Do at least try to feign a little arrogance. We find it far more familiar.
You've seen the White Walkers yourself. You know what they can do. They have to be stopped.
Okay, and I noticed there's a lot of combat in terms of like group combat, you know what I mean? So that's an interesting one. So definitely not one-on-one combat, so you definitely will be surrounded by lots of different enemies, it seems like, or not a lot, but at least a handful of enemies. So it would be interesting to see what that combat aesthetic is like. Like, is it going to be a little bit more like God of War, the remake, the new ones, or is it going to be a little bit more like like other franchises, or is it going to be its own thing? We'll have to find out. And I purposely muted it again. Hold up. Did I see that right? Let me see. Sorry, I'm going to go a little bit back. Let me watch this guy in the back here. Oh, I thought he glitched for a second. I was about to say, in the trailer. Yeah, this kind of gives me vibes of... I don't remember if you guys ever played like the old school like or Lord of the Ring games. Let me see. Let me see if I can find one. Or, let me see. Lord of the Rings... I think it was called Conquest, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong, but Lord of the Rings Conquest. I feel like it was a C-O Conquest. There it is. I don't know why I spelled it with K. That's like a Mortal Kombat thing. Let me see. Okay, so this is the full game, and this is only like 3 hours. So I'm not saying that this new game is going to be 3 hours or anything, but I feel like the vibe, that war vibe that I got, kind of was similar to this game back in the day. Let me see if the stupid ads will go away. I can open it up. All right, shout out to Mick Fire and Ice here. But you kind of see how, like maybe right here, see how you're like completely surrounded by enemies and you're like fighting through them to complete your mission. I feel like it might have similar vibes to that. I could be wrong, but that's just the vibe that I got. So I could see this type of gameplay being that, but who knows? Let's see how that goes. With that being said, let's read the comments because comments probably give me a little bit more information. Write the damn book, George. Please don't be a mobile strategy game. I'm going to laugh my ass off this somehow retcons all of Season 8. Oh, that's right, because they also have a show going on. A cheap-looking tie-in based game off the globally panned 8th season of Game of Thrones. Yeah, people are... I like how they didn't reveal the platform. Yes, it's a mobile... Please don't tell me this is a mobile game. I'm not playing this shit if it's a mobile game. Let's find out. Let me see. If this is a mobile game, bro, I will be very disappointed. All right, so the first thing to Google is platforms. Let's see. There we go. Announced as mobile RPG. Well, I'm never gonna play it. It's set up now. It's a mobile RPG, and just like that, I have no interest in this game. Bro, you could have put out like a decent game on like Xbox or PlayStation. That would have been fine. I don't know why they did this. And that usually implies crazy amounts of microtransactions and stuff, so I really, really hope that they don't take that and turn it into like a money-making scheme, you know what I mean? Because people don't appreciate that type of shit. All right, but next we got ourselves Batman Arkham Shadows. It wins the best VR AR game, and I was super hyped for this game. Supposedly, it's a very good Arkham game. So if it is a very good Arkham game, that means that it's worth picking up, which means I should probably, if I ever get my hands on a MetaQuest, I will probably get it at some point. But it's a good game from what I've heard. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a gander.
Now it's time for our next award, Best VR AR Game. And the nominees are...
Okay, so the nominees were Arizona Sunshine Remake. Oh, this is a remake. Interesting. Asgard's Wrath 2, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awaken. Okay, so honestly, this is the only game I even recognize because I'm personally invested in this franchise. So, yeah, you can already tell I'm biased here. So I'm happy that Arkham Shadow won.
Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman.
All right, so it looks like she's going to be...
Metro Awakening. Third goes to...
Let's see what happens.
Batman Arkham Shadow.
Woo! Woo! All right, shout out to this team here, and I'm going to skip to their speech. So,
I just want to accept this award on behalf of my colleagues at Camouflage. You guys did some of the best work of your careers, and I have a feeling that the best is yet to come. The company we work for, Meta, has been a great place to work, and for Oculus Studios, all the support that you provided to us to help us get the game over the line, including our sister studio over at Cinzaro that developed the incredible Asgard's Wrath 2. That was a big, made this category very competitive this year.
I'm glad to see that MetaQuest is starting to get some good games, because maybe people will take that as, maybe I should pick up this console, you know what I mean? So, in terms of MetaQuest, I feel like it's probably not up there very highly with consoles that people like have on the top of their priority list, you know? That doesn't mean it doesn't have good games. I'm just saying it's not like a top priority for a lot of people. So the game getting this type of recognition is probably good, you know, the best it could be for Meta. So that's good to see.
I also want to thank Warner Brothers and DC for entrusting that incredible Arkham franchise and allowing...
And I want to thank you for bringing the freaking comeback, because I swear to God, I thought that after... what was that game called? Why am I forgetting? I made so many videos on this shit. Justice League. Kill the Justice League. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. After that game came out, I assumed the franchise was ruined. So this is supposedly what people are saying is this is a really decent game. So thank you for bringing it back.
Us to build a sequel to that incredible foundation that Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Montreal provided to us. And then lastly, to the amazing crew and cast to this game, Roger Craig Smith, Troy Baker.
All right, so it seems like shout-outs at this point, but yeah, so far I think they did good. And now I want to see if this is actually deserved. So what a surprise, you make a good Arkham game and you win awards. We wish Rocksteady would have thought about that. Seriously, you could have made a decent game, man. Batman Arkham franchise getting 3 Game of the Year awards. Batman is the GOAT. I really want other DC games. I would love it if from here they branched out to other like let's say Superman, The Flash, that type of stuff. So I really hope this inspires them to make good games in the future. Yeah, congrats for making a decent game after Kill the Justice League. Yeah, that deserves 2 awards just for that, because I felt like the franchise was dead. Now, it seems that people really like this game. Let's find out. Batman VR. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. Arkham Shadow, that's what it was. Batman Arkham Shadow review. 4.2 out of 5. 8 out of 10 on IGN. Yeah, so far this has been pretty good, actually. And you know what? I'm actually intrigued at the possibility of being able to, step into Batman's shoes. So I really do want to play this game one day. And I really hope the stars align for that. So shout out to these guys. So they supposedly made a good game, and I'm actually excited for it. All right, this one was one I didn't necessarily agree with. So personally, I was gunning for... what's it called? What am I forgetting? One second. You know damn well you guys have streamed this game. It's slipping my mind. Game of the Year nominees 2024. All right, so Wukong, that's what it was. Black Myth Wukong. So I was personally gunning for Black Myth Wukong. I just thought it was an amazing game. I've played Astrobot. I've played Black Myth Wukong. I've played a decent chunk of Final Fantasy VII. And then I did not play the DLC, but I didn't even think it should have been there, right? So for me, it was between these 3 games. I thought all 3 of these were amazing. So I wouldn't have been mad if any of them won, really. But personally, I was gunning for Black Myth. But congratulations to the Astrobot community for their win. I'm not necessarily mad at that, but personally, I would have wished for Wukong.
The year is... Astrobot!
And now that they won, let's be honest, Sony's probably going to make this like a flagship franchise of theirs, Astrobot was seemingly pretty child-friendly and whatnot, so it'll be a lot easier for them to get sales and whatnot of this type of game, especially if it's good enough to win Game of the Year, you know what I mean? So I can completely see them, making more and more games of this. This is like I feel like obviously they have other great franchises, but as of right now, it's like their cream of the crop because it just won Game of the Year. So I can see them turning this into something huge after this. All right, I'm going to skip over the music because I don't want to get sued or a copyright strike. I just want to see what their speech is.
Prepare you for that. Thank you so much. I'm thinking once again to all the Asobis back in Japan. All 65 of them right now, they're crying. So please, a round of applause for them. Thank you.
It's not easy to make a good game. Seriously, it's not easy to make a good game. It's even harder to make the Game of the Year. So every person that I was in that category, I feel like you did a good job. You definitely deserve it. Even the nomination, you deserve it.
It's you guys as well. When I thought about, why this game, gave people joy and smiles on their faces, I think it came down to the people every day making the game, and it's doing exactly that. I think, when I think of the team, it's the amount of generosity they gave. They put the user first always, never thought about any calculation. It was just about the kids, especially, because we had this huge, huge privilege to be potentially the first game to be in the hands of children, and we know what it means very much.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. I'm not going to lie. So the fact that they were trusted to make this crazy game, and it worked out for them, they're going to get a lot more development in the future. So we can only hope to see what's going to come in the future. And is it going to be just Astrobot, or are they going to, start out new other franchises? Because the Astrobot series, what do I feel like? Let me do some research here. Astrobot series. Yeah, so it started in 2013. So this is a relatively new franchise compared to some of their other ones, And for example, another one that was on there, Sun Wukong. I don't think this is a series just yet. Black Myth Sun Wukong. So this is not a series yet. This is like a new idea that was tried. And I'm not going to lie, they hit the ball out of the park. You know what I mean? So hopefully this inspires companies to try new things. You know what I mean? So it's not like, because I feel like companies these days, they try new things and they fall flat on their ass and people don't like it, and that kind of discourages them to try new things. But even when they do, I guess, what they consider the safer option, which is rebooting an older series or whatever, sometimes that falls flat on its ass too. So I think in the future, reboots there's only a certain point to where you could do reboots before everyone gets sick of everything you do, right? So I think you're going to have to, in the future, come out with new games and new series, and hopefully this encourages people and developers and whatnot to continue that. So I'm very happy. Congratulations to the Astrobot team. Personally, wasn't my choice, but that doesn't mean I don't think they're worthy. So yeah, congrats to them. Let's see what everyone in the comments says. Look at that, Sony, a single-player exclusive game will win the award, not a stupid live service game. The competition between Black Myth Wukong and Shadow... Oh, wait a second. Here comes Astrobot with a steel chair. Yeah, so they were crazy. Yeah, so I can completely see them making this their mascot. I can completely see that. Because I don't think they've had like a straight-up mascot. Obviously, they had Spyro and Crash Bandicoot back in the day. Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter. What was that? The raccoon thing that was... the Thievius raccoon. Why am I forgetting his name? But you know what I mean. They had a lot of franchises, but there wasn't one that like stuck out, and they can use as their 100% mascot. So I feel like they could definitely use this as a mascot. So far, this was pretty good. I think. I'm really excited about a lot of these games. This one I'll have to see a little bit more about. So hopefully I'll be excited for this when I learn a little bit more about it. Super excited for Mafia. Elden Ring is kind of iffy for me. I don't know if I'll pick up this one just because it's not like an Elden Ring game. It's different from the others, right? Definitely going to be playing some Witcher 3. And then when it comes to Borderlands, I'm not 100% sure because it looks like their own fans are pissed at them right now. Game of Thrones, it's a goddamn mobile game, so nope, not going to happen. I do want to play Arkham VR for sure. I do want to play Arkham VR. So far, I think this was decent. I was at the point where the Game Awards where I was kind of like, maybe it's rigged a little bit because they only have 10% fan voting, but I'm not mad. So far, it seemed like a decent show. So that being said, for next year, I definitely think they need to do more than 10% fan voting because it's like, what the hell is even the point of us voting at that point, right? So yeah, but I think this was decent awards based on the clips and whatnot I've seen. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about the awards. Do you guys think it was worth it? Do you guys think it wasn't? Did your favorite game win? Did it not? Let me know. What game do you think deserved to win? Let me know in the comments. This is PlotArmorGames signing out. Shout out to MacFam for all the recommendations. So let me know, and then I will see you guys in the next video.